Hey, what's going on guys? It's Amir and today we're talking PRP for hair loss. PRP is a very popular treatment that's commonly used for hair loss, and in this video I want to break down exactly what it is, how it works, and if you should get it versus doing any other treatments for your hair to recover it. A quick word from our sponsor, Vera Clinic. Vera Clinic is where I got my hair transplant done from. If you're looking for a quality, trusted professionals who can get you long-lasting and natural looking results for a fraction of a price, look no further than Vera Clinic. They got me these amazing results for my own hair transplant, and I would highly recommend them to anybody looking to get their own transplant done, especially overseas. If you want to check out my series of my hair transplant, where I filmed the whole surgery and everything, as well as my month-by-month recovery, I'll leave a link to that whole playlist in the description below, as well as the contact information for Vera Clinic so you can contact them for your own hair transplant needs. That being said, let's jump right into the video. PRP stands for Platelet-Rich Plasma. Essentially, in this treatment, they will extract blood from your body and they will put it into a centrifuge. That centrifuge is going to spin super quickly and it's going to be able to separate the protein from the blood. Then they're going to go ahead and extract those fluids that contain all the micronutrients, the protein, and the collagen factors that's going to be able to help regenerate some of the lost hairs, and they go ahead and they inject it back into your scalp. So essentially in this treatment, they're using your own body's mechanism and fluids and proteins to go ahead and revive those hair follicles. So if you want to reap the most benefits from PRP, there is an initial loading phase, if you want to call it. So within the first month of you using this treatment, you have to do at least 3 to 4 sessions of it for you to kind of start accelerating that growth. And then there's a maintenance phase where you do at least 3 treatments per year to maintain the results or even further benefit from it. So that being said, this treatment can get pretty expensive, especially if you're doing it here in the States. Each session can range anywhere between $500 to $1,000. So if you're doing a treatment at maybe even like $800 a session, in 3 sessions, that can pretty much get you a hair transplant in Turkey. So it really depends on what it's really worth to you. Now, this sounds great in theory, but in practicality, how effective is it really? So PRP works best for reviving hair follicles that are already present in the area. If your hair follicles have already unfortunately died or are dormant, then doing PRP is not going to make much of a difference. It's not going to help reawaken those follicles. So that being said, if you're someone who faces androgenic alopecia, there's probably a treatment worth doing for you. But if it's scarring alopecia or any other form of autoimmune disease, PRP might not be the best fit for you, but obviously consult a doctor to see what might be the best plan of action instead of PRP. So if we do a quick cost and benefit analysis, the amount of hair that you're going to gain from a PRP treatment or prevent hair loss is not going to be significant enough to justify the cost, in my opinion. And I've personally never done a PRP. I've only stuck to the treatments. So in my opinion, it's not really worth it. You're better off doing a treatment like finasteride or even RU if you're not comfortable with taking something that's more, that you have to take as a pill. Even minoxidil, derma rolling, all of these treatments will actually give you a much better results in terms of the follicle to follicle comparison when compared to PRP. It's going to give you a lot better looking results in the long run. It's going to be more cost efficient, and most importantly, it's going to be able to actually help you retain the hair that you have rather than just focusing on the growth aspect. Because when it comes to stopping hair loss, obviously it's a two-step approach. A lot of people just focus on growing more hair rather than getting to the root cause. PRP is more of a treatment that provides your hair with the essential nutrients to regrow the hair. But if you don't focus on the root cause, which in the case of androgenic alopecia, it is DHT, then you're just going to be running around chasing your tail trying to grow more hair instead of actually getting to the root cause, which is stopping the hair loss. And the best way to do it is using a DHT blocker like finasteride or RU or any sort of anti-androgen blocker, or it could be something even as natural as saw palmetto. So using those kind of treatments to help block the DHT, and then focusing on treatments, whether that's minoxidil or even derma rolling, or heck, even PRP if you have the budget for it, that's probably a better approach than just solely relying on PRP to get the job done, because using the PRP treatment is going to make a very minuscule difference. And at that rate, again, you're better off just getting a hair transplant in Turkey where you'll actually see substantial results. So those are my 2 cents on the PRP treatment, what it is, and also where I got my transplant from in Turkey. They actually do a PRP treatment after they finish up with your hair transplant, so it's just like an added benefit. It's just something to keep in mind. Even in Turkey, it's something they offer. So if you happen to go to Turkey often, you can probably get it done for a much cheaper cost, or if you want to add it on with your hair transplant package just to reap some additional benefits, that's something you can do rather than doing it here in the States. But again, if money's not an object, sure, it's a great treatment, but I personally wouldn't recommend this. So those are my 2 cents on PRP. I hope you guys found the video insightful, helpful, and if you have any questions on it, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.